Hi everyone, Dr. David Cull here with Synergy Wellness in New York City to go over another product. This one I'm really excited to review. I've been wanting to get this product for a while. Now, I want to explain to you guys how this channel works. We do some of the products we review, I buy them, and sometimes we contact the company afterwards, and they may or may not give us an affiliate link, so not always, but I will let you know, and they'll be in the description, all of our affiliate links. Not all products are, but some of them are, and it helps to run this channel. It helps to keep this channel going. It doesn't cost you guys anything, okay? It's just a link saying that you saw the video, you buy it through that link, but we also provide discounts. So it's a win-win. You help us, you help the channel, support the channel, but then also you get a discount. So any discounts, we will leave that in the description or in the video right across the screen, right across my ugly face. But this is it, the Xpolar. This is ice, heat, both ice and heat and compression. Ice, heat, and compression of the knee, thigh, and the calf muscle. Awesome if you're a runner or a triathlete or an Ironman like myself. I can't tell you how excited I was to get started on this and use this. Now, I don't have knee problems. A lot of my colleagues or friends do, I shouldn't say colleagues, but a lot of my fellow triathletes do, runners, got some cyclist friends that have some knee problems. And the knee problems are for various reasons, but this device is awesome. I'm going to dive into it right now. So you just pop the box open. It's that easy. And when you open it, it comes with a sheet, right? Now, I know you can't read this. It's kind of like a see-through transparent sheet, but it's pretty clear. It just gives you directions. Now, this is a sports recovery device X2, so the Xpolar X2. I'm going to assume they had an X1. That's not what I'm reviewing, the X2. So this review is done in end of 2025, early 2026. So it goes over 10 to 20 minutes before exercise, put some heat compression on. That's going to help warm things up, warm the joints up, improve athletic performance, and it's going to just reduce tension, increase blood flow to the area. That's what heat does. Then the second one is that within the first 0 to 5 days after exercise, you want to do cold heat once a day, 3 to 5 times a week, whatever you need, but cold then heat, and you can set it up. It'll do the compression with the cold then the heat. The cold reduces the inflammation. The heat brings more blood flow and relaxes the muscles and gets you warmed up. So that's really good. Then you could just do cold, right? So within 2 hours after a high intensity training. So just the other day, I did 13 miles running, and I swam 1.5 miles that day too. But the running is what puts the impact on the knees. Swimming doesn't put any impact on really anything in my body, maybe my shoulders at most. But after running 13 miles, I put this on within an hour after, iced it down, and felt great. And then before I start my run, I use this, and I'm going to tell you, I feel better. I'm old. I'm 53. I know maybe I don't look like it. Some people say that. Maybe I do look like it. Whatever. I'm 53. It takes me longer to warm up and go out for a run. It just does. I'm not 20 years old anymore. So if you're like in your 40s or 50s and it just takes you longer to stretch and warm up, this is an awesome, awesome product, and you guys got to check it out. Now, that being said, I did that before the 13 miles and I felt better from the start. Like I was warmed up right away. Also, at that like 11-mile mark, I start to get like calf soreness. I didn't have that. So when I ran 13 miles, typically feel like it takes me a little while to get loosened up. I didn't have that this time. And it wasn't just, I ran with this for a couple weeks, by the way. I've been using this and running and biking and swimming for a couple weeks. But I also noticed at about mile 10 or 11, I get a little tightness in my calves and in my quads above my knees. And I don't have that. Now, when I use it above the knee and below the knee on the calf, that's really helpful for me. Again, I don't have knee pain, knee tightness, any knee problems. God bless. Thank you. But for those of you that do, you put it directly on the knee. I'll show you how we do that. But you can also put it on your calf and above your knee for people that get tension in the quad or in the calf muscles like myself. And for you 4-foot runners, you may find that useful. If you're running on the forefoot or a mid stance runner, you may find that your calves are tighter than most. Or if you're a woman that wears heels or a man that wears heels, you may find this better because it's going to loosen up the calves, but lower it below the knee and do the calf region. You'll have to spin it around, obviously, for the calf. So we'll show you that. It comes with a quick start guide and some usage tips. And then it also shows you here right on the cover when you open it up, shows you where to put it on the calf, where to put it on the upper thigh. It's got directions all over the place. You can't miss the directions. So let's go ahead and open it up and dive into it. It comes in a really nice, easy to carry case. This case is about as wide as my index finger. So we're talking 2-3 inches. Okay. And then we open it up and it comes with the 3 straps, the charging port, and of course the sleeve. So I've been using it already, so I'm not going to put all the straps in its original place, but it comes, as I said, with a cord and a 65-watt charger. To wash this, don't stick it in the washing machine. You have to wipe it down, okay? Just wipe it down with a damp cloth, clean it off that way. Don't stick it underwater in a washing machine. Don't do that. Now, to start this, the Xpolar is going to be face up. You're going to put this and see where that orange X is, that's going to go right over your kneecap, okay? And you'll straighten your knee or keep it just slightly bent when you strap this on behind your thigh with the 3 straps. And then let's go into the controls. So there is a power button here, a mode button, and compression over here. So let's go ahead and turn that on. So now you can see the power button's lit up, that center button. And then under here, this is the battery. And that tells you that it's fully charged. Now, when I press all the way to the right, that's the compression. That's the most compression. That's no compression. Now, when we go over here, and I recommend doing this for at least 10 minutes in each area. You'll have to see what that good number is for you. But if it's after a workout, I recommend about 15 to 20 minutes, especially if you had a high intensity workout. So let's go ahead and just show you what it looks like when it's on, and I'll show you how to put it on the calf and on the quad. Okay, guys, now that I got my little sexy shorts on here, we're going to go ahead and dive into this. Okay, and for anybody that knows me, I never wear shorts, even in the summer. I'm a long pants guy, so it's kind of weird for me to have shorts on. Let's go ahead and show you how we put it on the knee. We're obviously going to put it with this little box here, this box, the power module facing up, and the X, the orange X, is going to go on my patella, on my knee. And then you're just going to connect the straps. It's pretty straightforward, and you want to make sure that it's a nice snug fit, that it's nice and tight, not too tight where it hurts, but snug, really snug. The more snug, the better it will be for the compression feature. We want it to compress enough to where we can feel it. And the heat, and I showed you guys how to turn this on, off, and how to change it. So I'm just going to power it on. Okay, and you can see the lights right here. Okay, and then I'm going to press the press button. It literally is named press. And we're going to get all 3 bars here lit up. Okay, and the power is on, and then I'm going to zoom. Now, when we look up close, you can see the power module, the red light, or the white light. Then we're going to go ahead and hit mode again. And this, see, it's all blue lights underneath. That's going to ice it for me. So, and I would typically sit down, maybe put a pillow under my knee. You can do it with your leg straight, and you can do it with your leg bent. I would do it with my knee slightly bent, not to a 90-degree angle, but almost a 90-degree angle. And again, you want to make sure these straps are nice and snug. There's 3 straps. And right now I have it on ice, but let's go ahead and change the mode. And now you see the red lights here. That means it's going to be heat. Okay, so now it's so easy to use. These lights show you everything you need to know. If it's red, that means heat. If it's 2 bars are red, 2 bars are green or blue, that means it's contrast therapy, heat, and then ice. If it's 2 blue bars and then 2 red bars, it's ice and then heat. Now, general rule of thumb, before you work out, you want to use heat to warm up, to get the blood flowing. After an intense workout, you want to use ice. Now, you can do it 10, 15, 20 minutes. Typically, I recommend 15 to 20 minutes after an intense workout. Right now, I have all the compression on, and you'll notice, and you can hear it releasing, you'll notice that with the pressure on full, it's hard to bend your knee. So again, you're just going to have the knee bent, put a pillow under it, or just, lay on the couch with your leg under it, and you can put a little pillow underneath your knee. You can also do it straight, but I like it with a little bit of a bend to it. You feel the heat, you feel the cold more. Now, it goes from 0 to 50 degrees Celsius. Awesome. Without any ice or heat or sticking it in the microwave or sticking it in the freezer, it just charges up. I love this device for warming up. I honestly wish I had 2 of them so I could just do it quicker and warm up quicker, warm up my knees quicker. I'm going to give you guys a link below to buy these, and I'm going to give you a discount code as well, so make sure you use that discount code, and just using that link, it just helps support this channel. It doesn't cost you anything, and use the discount code so you get the discount, and that's a win-win for everybody. And I hope you guys got something from this video. If you have any questions about this device, let me know. This is awesome, an awesome game changer for the knee. Now, let's show you how to put it on the calves, because I just released all the compression. You can hear it releasing. And now I'm just going to unstrap here, and I'm going to slide it higher up onto my thigh, not my knee. And this is awesome for those of you that get really tight quads. If you're a cyclist, you are going to love this. You're going to absolutely love this, cyclist. If you're a cyclist and you did buy this, comment below. Let me know how much you love this thing or how much you hate it. I guarantee you're not going to hate it. This thing's awesome. Great invention. Now I have it on my thigh, and I'm going to go ahead and do some compression, and I'm going to do a mix of contrast therapy. And again, contrast therapy works better for some people. Some people like the ice, which reduces the inflammation, but ice can tighten muscles up. So then the heat after will bring more blood flow to the area and loosen the muscles up. So you're getting a little bit of anti-inflammation with a little bit of increased blood flow to loosen the muscles up. So again, some people don't do well with heat. So then switch to ice. Now, if you just hurt your knee, you fell on your knee, or your leg just started hurting, always use ice right after an injury. If it's like a fall or an impact injury and there's swelling involved, you always want to use ice for the first 72 hours and then heat after. And if it's a chronic problem, like a chronic knee problem or a chronic thigh problem, chronic tension, something like that, chronic pain, you always want to go with heat or contrast therapy, which is heat and ice. Okay. So again, 0 to 50 degrees Celsius, or in Fahrenheit, it goes from, I guess that's 30 degrees to 122 degrees Fahrenheit. So let me show you how we do this on the calf muscle. So for the calf, so all I did was I loosened these straps up, slid it up onto my thigh. This is where my knee is, my kneecap. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and loosen it up again, all 3. I'm going to slide it down into the calf area, okay, and then I'm going to turn it around so the lights and everything from the Xpolar is facing the back, my calf muscle, because that's where we want it to compress. We do not want it to compress our shin. That's probably not going to feel so good, guys. So I was saying that I ran a 13-mile run, and I used this before and after to warm up. Well, I also biked on Saturday 74, 75 miles, and I used this prior to on my thighs specifically, not on my calves, because I don't have calf issues when I'm biking. But for my runs, I used it on the calf and the thigh. And for the biking, I use it on the thigh and my knee. And I warmed it up. And then after the 75-mile bike, I did a cool down. And oh my God, it felt great. It really helps with soreness the next day. And even 2 days later, when I get really sore, it helps immensely reduce that soreness and that inflammation. And I've used it before running, after a long run, before short runs, after short runs, before short bike rides and long bike rides. And for me, a short bike ride is like 35, 40 miles. A long bike ride might be 115, 120 miles. So that kind of puts it into perspective. And right now I have it on the back of my calf, and I have the compression part on, and I have heat on right now because I'm about to go for a run. It's pretty cold outside. It's wintertime here in New York, but I'm about to go for a run, and this just helps warm things up before I go out there in that cold weather and run. So I hope you guys got something from this video. If you're interested in buying the Xpolar, check out the link below. There's also a discount code for you below, and thanks for tuning in. And again, if you're interested in other healthcare products, we have a bunch of other affiliates and links in the video down below in the description, but also we have a whole playlist of videos just on healthcare products. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And again, thanks for tuning in, and thanks for your support. Thank you guys so much. If you got anything from this video, or even if you just like this view of the Empire State Building and the Chrysler Building, give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Appreciate you guys.